All right, let's be real. Have you ever asked an AI to explain something and the answer you get back is, well, either way too technical or it just completely misses the mark? Yeah, you're not alone. It happens all the time. But what if I told you the difference between a totally confusing AI explanation and a perfectly clear one isn't about the AI at all? It's about a single skill, how you ask. So, in the next few minutes, we're going to dive into this awesome technique called tutoring prompts that'll literally transform any AI into your own personal expert tutor.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You ask what you think is a simple question, you're hoping for a simple answer, and what you get back feels like it was ripped straight out of some super dense textbook. It's so frustrating. And honestly, it just makes learning feel way harder, not easier.
Yep, those are the classic signs of a bad AI response. It's drowning in jargon, the logic is all over the place, or sometimes, it's just plain wrong. But here's the key thing to remember. This usually isn't a failure of the AI's knowledge. It's actually a failure in how we are communicating what we need from it. So, what if there was a better way?
Well, guess what? There is. This is where the tutoring prompt solution comes in, and it is a total game changer. It's a simple but seriously powerful technique for guiding an AI to give you the exact explanation you need, tailored just for you. Think of it this way. You stop being a passive person asking questions, and you become the active director of the whole conversation.
So what exactly is a tutoring prompt? Well, at its core, it's not just a question. It's more like a complete set of directions. You're not just asking, what is X? You're telling the AI how to teach you about X. You're guiding it to match your knowledge level, to use analogies that'll actually click for you, and to get you involved in the process. You're basically turning it from just a boring old database into a really, really good teacher.
And what's really cool is that there's real science backing this whole idea up. Research has shown that personalized one-on-one tutoring is a staggering 2 times more effective than just sitting in a regular classroom. I mean, think about that. That is a huge leap in how fast and how well we can learn. And these tutoring prompts, they let us tap into that exact same power whenever we're learning with an AI.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do we actually make one of these? What's the secret sauce that makes a tutoring prompt so effective? Well, it all comes down to its core parts. Let's break down the anatomy of a truly great prompt.
So, a really good tutoring prompt has 5 key ingredients. First, you got to define the AI's role. Tell it to be, say, a patient science tutor. Second, you profile the learner. That's you. Tell it your knowledge level. Are you a beginner or an expert? Third, you specify the style. Do you want fun analogies, super simple language, or maybe you do want the technical details? Fourth, you set the interaction. A great trick is to ask it to quiz you with a question to check if you're getting it. And finally, number 5, you format the output. Just ask for bullet points, a short paragraph, whatever works for you.
All right, let's put this into practice and see the difference it makes. It's time to go from vague to valuable, because I'm telling you, the difference between a bad prompt and a great one is like night and day. And to prove it, we're going to use a classic example, explaining photosynthesis.
Okay, so on the left, you see the classic bad prompt. Just 2 words. Explain photosynthesis. It's vague, it's kind of lazy, and it's guaranteed to get you a generic, probably confusing answer. But now, look at the good prompt on the right. See the difference? It gives the AI a role, it describes a student, and it lays out a clear teaching style. It's not just asking for a fact, it's basically handing the AI a lesson plan. And that is the crucial difference.
And no surprise here, the bad prompt gives us this. A wall of text packed with terms like chloroplasts and light-dependent reactions. For a 10-year-old, forget it. Frankly, for most of us, this is totally unhelpful. It just creates more questions than it actually answers.
But now, check this out. Look at the result from our good prompt. It starts with such a simple, relatable idea. Think about how you need to eat food to get energy. Bam! Right away, it connects this new, complicated idea to something the learner already gets. It's so much more engaging, simple, and way more effective.
And this just perfectly shows the power of those 5 components we talked about. The good response uses that great analogy, a plant as a tiny factory, which makes it visual. It breaks the whole process down into simple, easy-to-digest steps. And it finishes by asking a question, which is that interaction piece we wanted, to make sure you're actually following along. It's brilliant. So you've seen the theory, you've seen the amazing results. Now it's your turn to start tutoring the AI. To get these kinds of great explanations every single time, you just have to start thinking a little bit like a teacher and make sure to avoid a few common traps. All right, to get the best results, you've got to steer clear of these common mistakes that lead to those annoying answers.
First off, don't forget to specify the learner's level. That's probably the most important piece of context you can give. Next, don't assume the AI knows what you already know. Be super explicit. Also, avoid vague requests like explain it well. That means nothing. Ask for something concrete, like use a sports analogy. And please, don't forget to ask for some interaction. Get it to ask you a question. And finally, don't be afraid to set some limits. Ask for a specific length or format to keep things focused.
And really, that brings us to the most exciting part of all this. This isn't just about getting better answers from a chatbot. It's about totally changing your relationship with AI, turning it from a simple Q&A tool into a real, dynamic learning partner. Because once you realize that you can teach an AI exactly how to teach you, well, the only question left is, what are you going to learn next?